be right here. It's the kind of hour for Ashani Mfuko.
Hello, welcome. You have a question for Jennifer?
Yes, hi, Miss Jennifer.
Miss Jennifer.
I just want to say that Dejan is calling from China right now.
Wow, awesome.
That is dedication. Thank you. Thank you, Dejan.
Awesome.
So,
what's happening? What's your
So
question?
what's your question, dear?
I have a question. I'm in China, as you just said, and my question is, do you think it's important for artists to become globally aware on what's going on in the countries in regards to the art? And if so, why?
I didn't hear in regards. You got cut off a little bit in regards.
I think in regards to the arts.
In regards to the arts.
Mm-hmm. Good question. Yeah. Go for it.
Yes, absolutely. I think knowing your audience is extremely important, and I also think even beyond. Well, here's the thing: as a choreographer, being exposed to choreographers and dancers all across the world just makes you more well versed.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you know, the more knowledge you have, then obviously the more you can bring to the table.
Absolutely.
And traveling as a young dancer is essential to your growth.
That's it. That's a good answer. I'll take that. I'll take it. And you know what? You have traveled. Gosh, I read your bio and I was like, really? How many countries can a person go to? Seriously. But you've been all over the world. How did that, or how did those experiences help to shape you as a dancer and a choreographer?
Wow. I don't think, it's not so much it changed. It didn't change my ability to choreograph and to dance. I think it's almost a feeling of success. Like when I was on the plane, I always knew that I wanted to be an international choreographer. Mm-hmm. And I remember I was on the plane going to Sweden and I was like, I think I did it.
I think I'm doing it right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's happening.
Yeah, it was just like this revelation of, okay, I got to check this off my checklist. And a lot of times when you are competing against yourself and continuously hustling, you forget to kind of honor those little goals that you've set for yourself.
Absolutely.
So it's a dream come true to travel as much as I have. It's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it can also be very lonely because as a choreographer, you are traveling by yourself.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're with a company, you have 7 friends with you.
Right.
And, the goal, the bigger picture is to travel with the company.
With the company, yeah.
But unfortunately, these schools that book me, they are asking for you. And then when you get there, you say, oh, I have a company and we have a repertoire. Can we perform? Next time, bring us.
Right.
And it's a process. So I just continue to travel and I continue to let people know what I have in my back pocket. Mm-hmm. And then hopefully all of these dots will connect.
So you're the door opener. So you get your foot in the door.
Yeah.
And then they get thirsty and then they want more. And
Mm-hmm.
then that's when the company can make that comeback. So I have a question for you myself. Although you guys can still call in if you have questions, 917-267-8924. My question is, how good are you at being in the moment, being where you are? Because this is something I personally struggle with. Being in the moment, like you said, you're on the plane, you're going to Sweden or wherever, and you stop for a moment and say, you know what, I'm doing this. I had this goal. At one point, it seemed so far off, and now I'm actually doing it. How good are you at being in that moment and really experiencing it fully, enjoying it, and not being focused on the next thing? Because I know I have a problem with that.
I think,
is it just me?
No. I think people with a lot of drive suffer from that. Period. And definitely when when I'm in China, you got to be in the moment. You're in China. There's nothing else going. There's nothing else around you but yourself.
Right.
So I'm here, and it's like, how often do you go to China? So there's moments like that where I'm in the moment. But I remember I was backstage in the theater, and Jennifer Nugent, who's a phenomenal dancer. She now dances for Bill T. Jones. She said to me in the wings, "Good luck and have fun." And I looked at her like I was like, "What? Wait, who says that?"
Excuse me? I'm sorry. What?
And it's so odd. It's like, yeah, as a peer, you say that to people. But on the other hand, I was like, I got to go out there and make sure I kill it and make sure I do this and do that. And that was the last thing on my mind.
Having fun. What?
Right.
What's that?
And then I wondered, I'm like, well, maybe that's what Jennifer does because she's pretty calm. So it was just an interesting thing to come from someone who I highly respect as an artist. And it kind of, it put me in check where I was like, I gotta relax.
Yeah. I need to chill.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I mean, we're doing what we're doing
love.
Because we love it.
Absolutely.
So if you're not loving it while you're doing it because you're so stressed out.
That's right.
Then it's like, why even do it?
Yeah.
I mean, and as a choreographer with your company members, and Yvonne, you can chime in here. You can see when someone's tense and someone's stressed out, you know? Mm-hmm. So I'm sure if your dancer's about to go on stage and they're all like tight, like, man, I don't want to mess up. Jennifer's going to get mad at me, you know? Wouldn't you tell them good luck and have fun? Take a chill pill, you know? Like,
but don't forget.
I know, don't mess up.
Great, but
no
guess
pressure.
what? We're videotaping this, okay? All right.
No
have
pressure. Have fun. Don't mess up.
Right.
Thanks. Yeah. I think that's tough. I think it's hard to balance because like you said, we're competing with ourselves a lot of times. I mean, those of us who are really like seriously driven to the point of like being slightly crazy. It's just slightly, not over the top, but you know, you're always pushing, which is great, but you got to be in the moment, and you've accomplished so much. I want to know, just like in 2 minutes, what has been the highlight of your career thus far? And I know that's a hard question because you've done so much stuff. So good luck with this.
What has been the highlight of my career?
Yeah.
Getting a standing ovation to a full-length program.
Wow.
Yeah.
And where was this?
That was in the Phillips Center in Gainesville, Florida.
Shout
it
out
was a
to
huge
Florida.
stage. I remember I walked in during tech. I was like, "Oh my God, the stage is huge. Who dances here?" And they were like, "Well, the Ailey Company and all these major companies." And I was like, "Well, there's only 9 of us, and we can't fill the stage.
What are we supposed to do
How
on
are we
this
going to
stage?"
do this?" And Jermaine Terry, who now dances for the Ailey Company, was dancing for me. And, they walk in as though everything's under control. And, of course, I'm the choreographer, so I need to be under control. That was a stressful day. It was a stressful day. But when everyone stood up, I was like, wow, I guess I'm doing something right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do those, and we're going to take a break in a minute, but do those...
Let's talk dance with Ashani.